Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone. I hope you're doing well. This reading is for the Libras. I'm going to be using the Green Witch Tarot with the Angel Wisdom Tarot cards. I'm using the Green Witch Tarot because it's a deck that I bought about November time, I want to say. No, that's not true. September time last year, and it's a deck I've been using on and off, and I really enjoy it. It's a very different kind of deck for me. I don't usually buy witchy decks or pagan themed decks. This is my first, and I actually like this deck a lot. To me, it kind of has a kind of I don't know, it kind of has an autumny kind of feel to it, but then I don't know, some of the cards feel a bit springtime-ish as well. So you know, we are in winter, but I don't know, it just has a really nice feel, overall feel to it, and the guidebook is really good to kind of learn more about certain aspects of sort of paganism. Obviously, you have to do a lot more study and everything else if you really you know, follow that path and everything else. But I think it's interesting for somebody that isn't of that same practice to kind of learn little bits and pieces and kind of relate it to tarot, because you know I love my tarot. So yeah, the Angel Wisdom deck, I'm going to pull one card from. I'm going to use it like an oracle because it has writing on the card, so it kind of has an oracle kind of feel to that deck, and I really enjoyed that one as well. So your cards are the Nine of Athames, the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Athames. So you have two swords cards. So it's kind of making me feel like you're very in your head at this time. You're very in your head about where your life is going, what you're doing. Are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling blocked? What are your worries and your stresses at this time? Like, what is coming up for you? That's kind of what this card is bringing to me. The Six of Pentacles is saying there could be a helpful person that wants to help you through this difficult time or this stress. You know, this fact of needing help or assistance, I feel like there is somebody that is there for you. So if this is money worries, I feel like there's somebody that will be reaching out to help you. If this is a favor that you need, so there's a lot of support that is around you. The only thing is, sometimes in our minds, we kind of feel like we're all alone. I don't know if for some of you guys, especially dealing with this pandemic, obviously a lot of us have had to be by ourselves. So I don't know if that is sort of making you feel like things are a bit closed in for you. And if you do feel like that, do try to get out. I mean, even though it's you know, difficult to be around people and things like that, you know, even if you can just have a long walk, if you can just, you know, just get some fresh air, try your best not to just be either stuck in one room or stuck in one place for too long, because you know, I feel like your body also needs some energy. Like, you need something to get up and go and have your heart rate beating a bit faster. So if it's exercise can be a really great way to kind of pick yourself up and feel more energized and kind of get that whole thing going, because and self-care is very important at this time as well. We have to really rely on whatever self-care, you know, we can, because I know a lot of the things that we are used to doing, you know, where like some people, their self-care was the gym, for instance, or your self-care might be going and having a massage or something like that. And like for me, like it was like having my nails done, and now I've come to find out that my favorite nail place is closing down for good. So yes, I was in this kind of mood when I heard that. I wasn't impressed, but at the same time, you know, it sort of taught me that I have to find other ways of coping with all that is going on. And for me, that, you know, I have been, you know, exercising more than I actually normally would. You know, I have been getting out like where I can, even if it's just into the garden, and just being able to just get some fresh air and run around for a bit. Like, we've had snow the past few days, so me and my daughter would like go outside and have like, you know, play in the snow and, you know, kick the football around. And even those things, like, you don't have to do it. You don't have to be out there the whole day or whatever else. But it's just a good way just to give you a bit of a pick me up, just to, you know, not be just stuck indoors all the time. So if that applies to you guys, that's the advice I would give you in terms of that. But obviously this card could also be talking about other kinds of worries that you may be going through as well. The Nine of Athames is kind of a card where it's all about your state of mind, basically. So sometimes things may not be as bad as they feel in the moment, but when you kind of let the stress sort of overcome you, then you can be stuck in a rut that can seem like there's no real way out of it. But what I see here is that you have a support system around you, and you have people that you can definitely depend on or definitely reach out to that want to help you. So if it's a case of you just have to call up your friends and let them know like what you're going through, what you're feeling, I feel like you get a lot of support by reaching out. So definitely do that if that's something that you need. It just came to me as well that some people may have lost somebody as well. So somebody may have passed away. I'm kind of getting that with the birds that's coming through, the symbolism of the birds coming through the window, that somebody may be dealing with a loss of some kind. So if you are dealing with a loss, you know, I said my deepest regards. You know, it's something that we've been hearing a lot of as well, from last year to this year. And so I would say, you know, give yourself the time you need in terms of like grieving and that whole process. But again, I kind of see that there are people around you that want to help and will do their best to be there. This last card is kind of saying you may still have to be wary of certain people that you trust that are around you as well, and their intentions. Like sometimes you may be dealing with somebody that they see that you're having a bit of a tough time, and sometimes people may take advantage of that as well. So I see good people with this card, but I also see somebody that might be a bit of taking a mick a bit, trying to do a bit too much or trying to overstep about their boundaries or something like that. And if that's the case, you might have to kind of maybe distance yourself from a certain individual. I would say if somebody is trying to get something from you at this time, like they're trying to present issues that they're going through, even though you're going through your own thing, sort of be careful of people that make things about themselves. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Like, you know, that kind of person, like you're talking about your issues, but instead of kind of you getting the chance to get out what you have to say, they more want to bring it back to themselves. Like, kind of be careful of that kind of person, because this kind of card can represent a person in your life that could be a bit selfish, because this card is kind of about selfish victories, like a person that is more out for their own interests rather than yours. So, and this peacock is really catching my eye in the background. So I don't know if there's a person that is kind of presenting themselves to be one way, but then also, you know, peacocks obviously have a lot of pride as well. So it could be a case of this person is presenting themselves in one way, but it kind of feels like they have intentions that is quite different than maybe what you would have expected of this person. So yeah, I kind of feel like I get the feeling from these cards that you might be in a bit of a vulnerable state emotionally at this time of like the new moon and everything else. So I would just say, just be around the people that you know you can always count on. That's what I would say. Like the people that you know their character, you know what they're about. They're your closest family, your closest friends, and you know that they're not toxic, or they don't, you know, they're the kind of people that you have a good track record with you in terms of, you know, being able to support you, is what I would say with that card, with that card in the middle and this card at the end. So let's see what message that the Angel Wisdom Tarot can add to this. Okay, you have a knight that is here that has shown up. Okay, so this is a Knight of Pentacles. So this is somebody sensible. Yeah, you have a loyal friend, loyal, dedicated, protective, apprehensive, plan carefully before taking action, but then get going. Pay attention to the details. Wait for perfect timing. A guardian angel or someone who watches over you. So you see, you got even your angels are coming through in this reading, saying that we're trying to help you and we're trying to give you the things that you need and support you at this time. So, you know, it's almost like your cards are saying, don't worry, because you have people, you have the right kinds of people around you. You have spiritual beings around you that are just trying to uplift you and keep you going, you know, and they will protect you from these type of individuals that aren't the right people as well. And that's another thing. A lot of the time when you're going through like your toughest time as well, like the spirit will start to open up your eyes about who certain people are, like what they're really about. And you can tell by the way they treat you, you know, in a time of crisis. And so it's almost like spirit will be telling you, you know, that individual, you kind of need to distance yourself from that person. And you will get the vibe, like you will know, like, okay, this ain't who I need to be around, or this isn't who I need to discuss my business with, and all this kind of stuff. And then they will also be able to show you who the right people are as well. And then you can gravitate closer and form almost like a closer network with the people that you know are always there and always supporting you, because that's what the Pentacles card also is about. That's about you know, people that really are sticking by you. The Knight is a sort of a fast-moving energy, and it usually represents a person that's more in like their 20s or early 30s. So there might be a person, like one person particularly that is in your life that has, you know, these kind of qualities. It could be an air sign person, so they could be like a Taurus or a Capricorn or Virgo. But it could just be, again, representing having a stable foundation with the people that are close to you. So peace and many blessings to you. I'll be seeing you. Bye.